Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kate. Thank you for joining me today. So I hope you are all doing well. So in this video I am hoping to share a flip of Lotte Forde's new colouring book called Colour the Forest. It's a fantastical journey into the world of trees. So it's the book 2 in the colour book series. So her first book was Colour the Sky, and I'm just looking for it on my bookshelf. Bear with me. Right, there we go. So the first book was Colour the Sky, another beautiful book, and I coloured this page in that one. I actually pre-prepared the page with gesso and then used gelatos, I think, and distress crayons. So yeah, that was really fun to do, stencils and stuff, and then this was another one that I did. So yes, Colour the Forest. Back to the subject of this video, because you know me, I always get distracted. So Lotte kindly sent this book to me, and I am really appreciative of it. Yeah, she sent me this book and I was going to buy it anyway, but she offered to send it to me, which was really kind of her. So at the back you've got some example images. You get 2 sets of each image, and it is on Amazon printed paper, but it's the nicer Amazon printed paper, so it's the one that you get in the R.J. Hampson colouring books as well. So it's a soft cover as well. So let's get started. So we have the title page and then some information page here. It says get your free colouring book, looking for more to colour here. So you can subscribe at lotteforde.com. So you get a free colouring book. You can scan the QR code if that's just another way of doing it. But yeah, you can be on her mailing list and she sends you colouring pages on a regular basis as well. So this is the cover image, which I really like. I really do like that. It's the detail that I like. So there is a full page, I think, in here with the cover image on it, which is the one I quite possibly I'm thinking of doing this month, colouring this month. So we have This Book Belongs To, really cute whimsical image, and then a little bit of an introduction by Lotte. So trees, mushrooms, flowers, ferns, creepers, crawlies and magical creatures can be found in the illustrations of the second book in the Lotte Forde colour book series. I won't read it all. So yeah, it's a lovely sort of, you know, woodland, foresty type book. So very appropriate for the autumn or fall season. Got a few tips on colouring as well here, which again I won't read, but you can by pausing the video if you want. And then these little images here, which you can use as a colour palette test page. You know, you can use them as a colour test. I think that's quite a good idea as well. And then now we've got named pages as well. So this is Shroom Town. You could get practicing with colouring different mushrooms as well, because that's the autumn fall season full of mushrooms. We've got 2 shrooms. So I love the detail and I love the whimsical sort of vibes to this book. Fairy Home. Got Lotte's little post box there. I can't say that word properly, but Echinacea Homes. Just on top of these flowers. This is another one which I really like, the Burrow. I just love all the little you know, the little features of the indoors. I think that could be coloured. It looks like water because there's little fish in there as well. So lovely details. I really like this one with the mushrooms all coming off in the centre. That was another one that really appealed to me to colour first. So that was called the Forest Circle. This is the climbing tree. Just reminds you of childhood, and this little ladder here for climbing a tree. It's like a little tree house. Tree lines, so lots of different trees. Again, you could use this as a colour test sheet, or just colour them in different colours. You've got Island Escape. Can you imagine this would be absolutely beautiful with some water, colouring all of that bit there with water, with your little ducks there. It just looks really, really pretty. And then you've got your house on this little island. Looks like an island of bliss. And you could do like a sunset scene maybe in the back there. I think that would look really nice. So of course, because it's Amazon printed paper, you could use Neocolor ones or other crayons, and then blend with Zestit or Derwent blender pens, which is what I've been using. So this is the Shroom Stack Shack. Lovely. Of course, you can also use, you know, your gel pens and make it really fun. Or your alcohol markers. I'm just not that driven to use my alcohol markers. I prefer pencil. Probably because I get better effects. And then flowering, another colour test page. Or you could just colour it as a page if you didn't want to use it as a colour test page. We've got Willow Hollow. I love the little door on that, and the leaves. I can imagine this will look really pretty. Ground Level. It's sort of a different design of a tree. More like palm tree sort of canopy. The Bird's Home. The Mushroom Home. Really cute. So I think you can also get some of Lotte's pages on her Etsy store if you prefer to print the images on your own paper. You can also do that if you're not keen on Amazon printed paper and want to use watercolour. Flower Retreat. So this is the one that I am considering doing first. So you can see it's a really detailed image. Now, as this is a flip through, I'm just going to flip through this, but then at the end, just in case you don't want to watch that part, I'm going to sort of talk about my process of what I'm going to, how I'm going to colour this, my ideas for it anyway. And then we've got Rose's Home. The Evergreens. Oh, so that little house there is within an evergreen tree. We have Flying Fun. Playful Flowers. A little cat there. Fast Lane. Oh, I do really like this one. A snail with someone on there taking a little ride on the snail, and then you got the mushrooms in the background. This would be really good because there's larger spaces for these mushrooms to use, and these leaves actually, because they're larger spaces. You could use use crayons for this actually quite a lot, and finish it quite quickly because there's larger, like it's less detailed. So this book has got less detailed images and quite detailed images as well, so it's nice that it's got the variety. Then you've got your second set of drawings here, so a little introduction page for the second set of drawings, and then you've got a copy of all the images that you've seen so far. And then at the back here we've got thank you, I hope you enjoyed Colour the Forest, here's how you can share your work, and use the hashtags Colour the Forest Book and hashtag Lotte Forde. So yeah, lovely. And then we've got this beautiful image here with a little bit of information about Lotte herself. So she does live in Ireland. I can imagine it's an absolutely gorgeous place. But this image looks beautiful as well. And then some other books by Lotte, which is the book I showed at the beginning, which is Colour the Sky, which was book 1. And then again the Etsy shop we've got here, and then another colour palette test page. So that's it. That is the flip through. So I'm going to go back to that page there and talk about what my ideas are. So if you're not interested in that bit, I hope you enjoyed the flip through, and until next time, take care, bye. But for the rest of you who are continuing to watch, thank you. So this picture here is quite a detailed page. I will try to do a video where I am going to colour some of this page on camera, so it might be a colour and chat, might be a partial colour along, but we'll see. So it's a really detailed page. The first thing I think here is I look at the background. There isn't much of a background. There's a little bit of sky that you can see. So because there's lots of little bits here and there, and it's not like a wide open space, I don't think I'd use things like you know, gel crayons or things. I possibly will use I'm thinking either Neocolor ones, Bambino crayons could be a possibility in here, or quite possibly pan pastels, you know, basically a pastel background to give it a soft background. I think would look nice, but I would probably use, if I'm using pan pastel, it would probably be at the end once I've coloured the entire picture. So that's what I'm thinking for the background. It's quite a possibility that I could even use pencil for the background, so I might use my large Create pencils and then use Derwent Blender pen for it. Yeah, I think pencil might be either pencil. I'm just thinking out loud here, so do forgive me if I sound really silly, but yeah, I'm just sounding off ideas here. So yeah, possibly the Create pencils. Let me show you them. So it's a possibility I use these Cretacolor, not Create pencils. Did I say Create pencils? Oh, I do mean the Cretacolor pencils. So these are the pencils I was talking about. So you can see they're very, very got a really wide barrel, so they're really thick. And you can see I have been using them, and I pretty much just use them for backgrounds. So I think I could use these pencils for the background, which I've used several times before already. So I could use them for the background and then use a Derwent Blender pen and zest it. So this is my Derwent Blender pen, and I put a little, like a little washi tape sticker here on the edge, just to show that this is actually refilled with Zest It, and then I just blend it on the paper. So I think I'll probably use the Cretacolor pencils, thick barreled ones, or if I don't, then the other option is using pan pastels, which aren't these. I've got my pan pastels somewhere else, or chalk crayons. Not chalk crayons, dearie me. Classic chalks, you know, any, you know, chalk pastels basically. That's another option to use. I also have, if you bear with me a second, which I've just remembered, I've got these Mica Magics, so they could be quite a good possibility as well. So these Craft Artist, oops, so these are basically like this. So they're similar to, you know, these pastel type things, mediums that you just get, like one of these applicators like this, and I just take it a bit off and just put it onto the background. So these are, I've got a little shine to them, so I might even use them. So I'm thinking any of those is a possibility. Haven't quite made my mind up yet, because I'm just thinking out aloud ideas here. So that's the background, and then what I'm thinking is pencil for the background. Sorry, pencil for the tree. Because I'm going back to work, work is on my mind, so I'm quite like, you know, not stressed, but got a lot of things going on in my head. But yeah, for the tree, the leaves and everything, well, the tree itself, I envisage using pencil, either Arteza, because they work really well on this sort of paper, or the Artex pencils, or possibly even the Brute Funers, Holbeins. These are pencils that I find work quite well on Amazon paper. And then for the small details, like the leaves, I'm thinking the leaves, they're not that big, so they could be in fine liner. The very small details that you can see here at the bottom, I envisage using fine liner for them. Pencil for these leaves here that are quite large. So if the spaces are quite wide and open, I'd probably use pencil. I do want to use metallic paint though, and gel pencil. Like I said, the leaves could be fine liner, but they could also be gel pen. Make them look glittery, I think, because I also have to have a glittery element. The balloons will probably be gel pen or metallic paint. The other things that could have potentially metallic pen on them, sorry, metallic paint on them, are well, the leaves, really. Yeah, I'm thinking the leaves should have metallic paint on them. I think they will then stand out quite well. And maybe the door could have metallic paint. And yeah, I don't want to put too much metallic paint on it, like anywhere and everywhere. I don't think I'd use metallic paint on the, you know, the leaves and the foliage and stuff. So yeah, those are my ideas. I don't think I've thought of anything else, but yeah, it's a little treasure chest here that could be in metallic paint, and the balloons probably in metallic paint or gel pen. So if you don't have metallic paint, you can always use gel pen, which is another option. So yeah, those are my ideas for this page. I probably will, I mean, I think I might start with the background, with the Mica Magic, and then I might even put some sort of an acrylic, I don't know, acrylic medium over it so that it doesn't move, some sort of sparkly acrylic medium, but we'll see. But yeah, the tree I'm thinking colour wise, of using something like, maybe it could be traditional browns, I guess, and reds, or it could be something completely out there, like multicoloured pastel tree. So, you know, pinks, oranges and yellow. But yeah, I'm not fully for it. I'm going to have to go away and think about it more. But anyway, those are my initial ideas. So I hope I haven't bored you too much there. Right, gone on a little bit too much. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, especially if you watched until the end. And until next time, take care, happy colouring, bye.